You don't know the power of the dark side.
I can't breathe through this thing. Hey guys, today we're gonna go explore some internet cafes in China. Let's go. Of course, before I could visit an internet cafe in China, I had to actually find the internet cafe in China. After the directions I got led me on about a 5-kilometer walk, I eventually met some nice students. This little boy here, he's just kind of looking at me like, hey man, what you doing? Which is cool. I also saw a nice lady who was kind enough to take her chicken for a walk. And, oh yeah, hey, peace out, man. Along the way, I nearly got ran over at the intersection, went down the wrong path a few times, met a few aspiring fishermen along the way, met a roadside panhandler, hey buddy, went up some stairs trying to find my way, realized I went the wrong way and had to go back down the stairs, but eventually, after a few paths and wrong turns, I did find my way to the internet cafe. Okay, this should be it, the Maple Leaf Internet Cafe. Kind of sounds Canadian, doesn't it? So let's go in and give it a look over, eh? That was a terrible Canadian accent, wasn't it? Take a good look, because this may be the last Chinese internet cafe you'll ever see. Thanks to the spread of cheap smartphones and low-cost tablets, the internet cafe in China may soon become as irrelevant as video rental shops in the US and Europe. So, as you can see, smoking is permitted. People kind of come in here. A lot of kids will come in these internet cafes and they'll be playing for hours and hours on end. Most of the chairs are pretty comfy though. So the cost is about 10 kwai to get in the door. That gets you 2.5 hours. And after 2.5 hours, you pay another 10 kwai. What they do is they give you a little punch card. You take the punch card and you go to a computer, you slide it in, and you enter the code. It's usually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that gets you 2.5 hours for a whole 10 kwai. It's not all bad news, however. Chinese internet cafes are still popular with those looking to play online multiplayer games with their friends or sometimes their significant others. Given their lax smoking and eating policies, perhaps you too would fancy a quiet evening out alone. A high-tech table for one under the candlelit glow of a high-definition 27-inch screen. So as far as the hours, this place is, well, they're open 24 hours a day. The only time they ever close is if there's electricity outage. So really, the sky's the limit. As long as you got the kwai, you can pretty much play games until the cows come home. While internet cafes in China have acquired a reputation of being somewhat hedonistic, the cafe I visited was quite clean and well maintained. Drinks and snacks were available for a cheap price, and if that's not to your liking, you can quite easily have food delivered while you play. With some houses in China being small, many have turned to the internet cafe as their own personal fortress of solitude. In fact, the Beijing Times recently reported of a man in the northeastern city of Changchun that had quite literally lived in a Chinese internet cafe for 6 years, leaving only to bathe occasionally. Well, as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Stay frosty. Meow. Meow. She won't give me a paw.
In case you're wondering, this is how you move in China. This is called a delivery truck. Put your refrigerator on it and your furniture, and then you get a little guy to pedal.